Yes, people, and we are now here for our favourite part of the show. I always say my favourite part, but it is our favourite part of the show, and that is the guest interview. And today's guest is somebody who we think is an absolute legend in the scene. She does so much for everybody, really, spinning their tracks, being an awesome DJ, and an all-round wicked person, I hope. Because we haven't never met before, so it's gonna all go really wrong.
Very wicked.
But yeah, so it's an absolute pleasure having the one and only DJ Sammy J from Itch FM on our guest spot today. So how are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm cool. I'm usual level of hecticness and disorganization, but yeah, apart from that, I'm good.
All good, all good. That's what we like. That's what we're all about, us creatives, just being juggling,
completely disorganized.
Juggling through mess.
Yeah.
But for everybody, obviously, or anybody who's listening who doesn't know who you are, if you want to just do a quick introduction, say who you are, what you do, what you're about, and all that, and and then we'll crack on. So, Sammy J, who the fuck are you?
I haven't revised for this. Hopefully, I know who the fuck I am. Yes, so I am a DJ who particularly specialises in the underground kind of real raw UK element of music, particularly hip hop. Play some other bits and bobs as well, a bit of grime. Don't object to a bit of R&B, dancehall, garage, bassline, anything really. But I'd say I'm mainly known for my kind of more boom bap side of hip hop, which is all good thing to be known for. I do a show every Saturday 8 till 10 p.m. on Itch Radio is what it's called now. It used to be Itch FM, but yeah, it's Itch. It's always going to be Itch. So that's where you will find me. And at lots of events, just trying to either be involved DJing or just supporting the artists.
Yeah, and we obviously I do see like your Insta posts and stuff. You're always in the thick of it, going to shows and stuff. So yeah, it's always good to see, man. You're fully involved, and that's what we like to see, So hence why we wanted you on there, because we know how much you do for the scene, for this wonderful culture. So yeah, it's great to have you on. So let's hear about yourself. Obviously, where did it all start? How did you become a DJ? Was it DJ first, and then, was it something else first, and you drifted into DJing, or was it essentially the love of the hip hop that got you into DJing, or love of music? Where did it all start?
Oh wow, yeah. That's a complicated question. I've always loved music, particularly kind of the hip hop side of things since very young. I think I kind of gravitated towards it before I even knew like what it was. So I'd say like mid-90s. I was quite a young kid, and that's when I kind of realized hip hop was a thing, if that makes sense. But I think I'd already gravitated towards it in various ways. Sorry, just nearly had a little interruption there.
That's all right, it's all good. Yes. We can have a special guest on your door if you want.
Yes, so I was always into it from a kid. I always had a lot of respect for DJs. I mean, I remember just like when I started going clubbing as a teenager, a young teenager, I was just very interested in like more than anything else, more than drinking or anything, dancing, anything more worse than that. I was just more interested in listening to the drop and like guessing what song was coming in next. I'll be like telling all my friends who were not the slightest bit interested, oh, you just played like one beat of DMX or something, like, oh, I know what's coming next,
Yeah.
And I was just, and I was like, okay, I realized that wasn't normal after a while. And I was kind of just obsessed with listening to the mix, and just that good music would bring a vibe to a room. And like, I think I didn't think I could be a DJ at the time when I was kind of in my teens. I had so much kind of respect for the art of it. I never thought I could do that. Yeah. But I've always loved it. And then I suppose I actually wanted to be a music journalist. I used to read, all the hip hop magazines, all the, the American ones, Vibe, XXL, Source, all that, and then all the, the UK ones as well, HHC, Touch, Rewind, all that kind of thing. And I actually wanted to be a journalist. And then, well, the easiest way to explain it, I guess, is I did a degree in English literature because that I was good at it, and that seemed like the best thing at the time because there wasn't a degree in hip hop or I mean, Shakespeare was the next best thing. So, and then I just got out of uni and I just felt like my brain exploded. And the last thing I didn't really know what to do next either. There wasn't like a clear path of like, oh yeah, go and do that and get into journalism. There wasn't, because I didn't have the connects in either direction. I didn't have the kind of connects that some people had where like their dad runs the Daily Telegraph or something. Do you know what I mean? I didn't have that kind of connects, but I also didn't have the kind of, oh yeah, my mate next door runs Touch magazine or is a rapper or something like that. Do you know what I mean? I didn't have those connects either. I literally had nothing. I did do a temporary thing writing for the Mobo's website, but that was way back in like mid 2000s. But yeah, so I wanted to be a journalist. Didn't really know what to do next, and also just didn't really feel like I wanted to write anything ever again after surviving a degree in English literature. And yeah, it was just a little bit kind of lost. I'd always listened to radio. I'd always kind of really listened to, you know, like One Extra, Order, Kiss, all the usuals. I'd kind of grown up on that, and I started thinking about, oh, I could be like a producer or something like that, you know, a researcher, a producer, something like that for, you know, my dream was to work on, you know, something like One Extra or Kiss or something. So I did like a course in radio, which like just like an extra kind of educational course, and that just got me in with people. Basically, that was at Westside Radio. Got a big up all the guys down at Westside Radio.
Big up.
Yeah, definitely. Especially to Rude DJ, who basically gave me a radio show, and DJ Design, who taught me to DJ. Big up Ilatech as well. Big up Sunny. But yeah, like basically, I was doing it to be on the kind of production researching side of things, and I ended up being given a show.
Wicked.
At that point, I'd always wanted to DJ, but I hadn't really learned. I had some like belt drive turntables that I was messing about with, but I hadn't really been officially taught what to do properly.
Were they the Sound Labs by any chance, or were they the cams?
I don't even know what they were. They were old and they were belt drives. That's about all I can remember. They are long gone now. But I bought them very cheaply off a local reprobate. But yeah, like that was a very, very long time ago. I didn't really know what I was doing. So kind of the presenting and actually doing a show came a little bit before the DJing.
Yeah.
And because I started, basically I was given a show because they liked my idea had always been, I just wanted real raw UK music basically, and also to get live MCs in the building freestyling, you know, just bars. That's what I wanted in a show. I just thought I can't be the only person out there with my niche taste in music, and there's got to be someone else that appreciate this, you know. And I just wanted to create a platform for anybody that has got the talent. Doesn't matter who you know or how famous you are or what you have access to, you know, it's just about the talent, and to showcase the music that kind of the more commercial stations weren't going to think of, you know, weren't going to really give a chance to.
Yeah, 100%.
Because of the content either being kind of very social, political, whatever, too intellectual for like the mainstream consumption, whatever. That was the stuff I was gravitating towards, and I just wanted to give it a platform. So yeah, I kind of fell into it like that. And then the DJing came through DJ Design, who I knew through Westside, and I'd always wanted to learn to DJ, so he actually taught me. And then Rude DJ taught me a lot about presenting and actually gave me a show. So they're like my uncles of radio, and yeah, I owe them a lot.
Did you find sort of learning quite difficult, or did you take to it quite easily because you'd been listening to the music for so long? Because I think when you're listening to music, you don't realize how much you're actually picking up as well, like how much you're absorbing and stuff without actually realizing it. You know, you're not sitting there learning anything, but you kind of are when you're listening to like music so much, and you're listening to how mixes sound and things like that. You're automatically absorbing all that data and that information. It's like somebody who, you know, listens to a lot of hip hop or whatever, and then they start trying to do production. They find it probably a lot easier than somebody who is never ever been interested in that, and they're just trying to kind of start, you know, production or whatever from scratch. Did you find sort of that transition because the fact you'd been listening to music so much, knowing what a good mix sounds like, knowing when it's just not good? Did you kind of take to it quite easily?
I mean, it was a kind of combination of easy and difficult, because I'm not great with practical things, right? I'm not good at anything that you consider practical, really. Cooking, cleaning, I'm just trying to think, building something, I would not be the kid that would want to go and build Lego or something, I wanted to do things that was already done for me. I'm not good at practical things, right? Usually I'm more like, I'll go write you an essay about it, right? But like I'm not practical. But because I knew the music, I think that did help. And so I wouldn't say I was just this kind of prodigy that was amazing at it, but my knowledge of the music helped. Because I remember before I learned to DJ, I just remember I can't remember where I was, at a party or something, and mentioning to my friend that I really wanted to learn so bad. And then, like, when some older guy comes up that thinks they know everything, and like I remember some dude saying, oh, like, you can't DJ on hip hop, it's so difficult, you have to learn on house or something, because it's like, just all 4/4, simple patterns. And I was like, yeah, but I don't really like house that much. I'm like, I'm gonna learn on what I know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Why waste your time on something that's completely irrelevant to you when you can?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably right in
in.
the sense that hip hop is difficult. It's a lot of different kind of BPMs and sounds, and I suppose in theory something like house is easier. But to me, hip hop's what I know. Plus, if you learn on the hardest thing, then you can kind of do anything after that, I suppose.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And the thing is with hip hop as well, is a lot more cutting in and scratching. You're not leaving like in because I learned how to mix through mixing drum and bass and hardcore, and that you could leave mixes in longer, and you could do double drops and all this sort of stuff. Where I know you can do that with hip hop as well, but there's just a lot more. Obviously there's not much room for error. Like when a hip hop track clashes, it fucking clashes. When it's clashed. Whereas with drum and bass and stuff like drum and bass and the faster music, you can get away with a little bit of a bad mix. You can get away with it. People aren't paying attention, but with hip hop, you know when it's.
I mean, I definitely seem to choose the difficult route whenever there is one to choose. that's not intentional; it just happens. But yeah, and then like I learned, and I felt like I did pretty well with it. But the sad thing was, like, I moved house at the time, and I had to kind of have my decks out of action. I'd got some direct drives by then. They weren't quite 12 or anything that fancy, but they were direct drives. They worked, and I had to kind of have my decks out of action for a little bit, and I kind of the mixing stayed with me, but I still don't think I'm a great like scratch DJ, and that's something I want to do, like be more of a scratchy DJ. I'm more the kind of DJ, like you said, that will hold a mix in for ages or something like that, but yeah, I wish I'd kept up with the scratching more, because that's the kind of thing that you need to I needed to stay off the bat and practice more. And like there's something I can do it, but I wouldn't feel confident in my abilities to entertain a crowd just with that or something like that, in the way like the DNC types do. And I would love to be able to do that. So I'll get there, but it's just something I wish kind of I'd been able to kind of not have that gap when I was younger, because I did learn when I learned to DJ. I learned the scratching side of it, but not for long enough to kind of really consolidate it and be really good.
Yeah. I mean, is that something that you're sort of picking up now on, or is that something you're looking to do in the future? Or
like, I want to, and I'm probably better than I think, but I just hold myself to a really high standard because of the people I know and stuff, and listen to. And like, I think it may be confidence more than anything else, just having that time to practice and be confident in what you're doing. So that's something I kind of wish. The mixing kind of stayed with me, but the scratching that I did when I first learned, apparently I was pretty good. But then it just kind of, because I wasn't practicing regularly in the same way, circumstances at the time, like it kind of, I don't know if it's just my confidence that dropped it, and I don't massively do a lot of it. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't consider myself a, really skilled scratch turntablist or something, and that's something I would absolutely love to do in the future.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. And do you remember what was your first sort of official gig that you did, and how did it go?
I think it was probably something for I mean, I used to like have house parties and stuff when I was younger and mess around with my turntables then and that with friends, but I don't think that would count. But Yeah. We asked Amy True about a remix tune we made. Long story. It goes way back. But yeah, no, we I think probably something for Itch, to be honest, because I eventually ended up on Itch because Westside momentarily closed down to like, it was looking for a new venue or something, and we kind of went for Itch instead, which was an absolute dream for me. Got to mention my co-host as well. I actually did have a co-host when we first did the show, and she's passed away now in 2016.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Right.
I never want to go for an interview and not mention her, because she was a lot of influence on me as well. She was a big personality, and she was much more like the social media side of things and stuff like that. And I kind of took on a lot of that personality from her, and that gave me a lot of just confidence to be the sparkling personality I am these days. I was more, not necessarily the quiet one, but I just didn't get that whole, I used to hate social media. I was like, really? We've got to do a post about this? Do you know what I mean? Now I will be the embarrassing uncle person that actually says I love it, because like that's how I know people like yourselves and stuff like that. So if you've got like if you've got a niche interest or whatever, you kind of need it, I think, otherwise you're going to be very lonely. But yeah, no, I've just had to mention Dynamic Gem because she was a big influence on me, and we were, you know, together as a duo at the time. And we went for slots on Itch FM because they were coming back after a few years, because obviously they used to be a pirate, got locked down, was off air for a few years, you know, in the early 2000s, and then they came back on air in like 2012. We joined in 2013, and I think probably my first gig was something quite soon after that, because they would do like Itch nights and stuff like that, or anniversary parties or whatever, or back on air party, I don't know. It was so my first proper thing playing to a crowd rather than just being like on radio or whatever, or was probably for Itch. Probably would have been in like 2013 or something. Yeah, it must have been. And I remember being very nervous. I don't know how well it went.
Well, I mean, you're still doing it now, so I'm guessing it went well enough for them to keep you going.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I do vaguely remember it. It was in I'm trying to think, might have been in some kind of dungeony type place underneath a restaurant in Shoreditch, from what I remember. Yeah, vague memories, but I did it. I survived. A few things didn't go great with the mixes and stuff, because I think there's a discrepancy as well with the, you know, if you go to a venue, there's going to be like Technics there, whereas I didn't have those at home. Yes, I had, they were proper decks, they were direct drive, but they weren't Technics, and they actually felt like very different. And I think that throws you off a little bit as well if you're quite inexperienced.
So what decks do you use now? Are you on Technics?
Now I've got 1210s now, but this was kind of way back. But yeah.
Have you gone through like many different types of decks, makes, models, and things like that, or did you go from those early direct drives like that you had straight to the?
I've just had the three. Right. I had my belt drives. Don't even remember what they were. Then I had some these Newmark ones, which actually I really liked, but it was just throwing me off. The Technics kind of felt quite different. They almost felt the opposite to Technics. They were quite they were less responsive almost, so you were being a little bit kind of rougher with them, but at the same time, like the pitch fader thing was very easy to move, whereas on Technics it's harder. So it was literally like the reverse of playing on Technics, I found. But yeah, so I've only had the three. Now I've got some 1210s, but to be honest, I play controversial, I know, but I play off my controller a lot, because it's just so portable.
I mean, a lot of DJs I know now, they do that. It's just advancing technology, you know. It's what's easier, you know, instead of dragging 40 crates of records everywhere, you know, people go with a laptop and decks, and I don't see anything wrong with that.
Just so convenient, and because I'm not a naturally techie person as well, like I would still, to be honest, dread being the person at the event that actually has to come along and set up the decks and troubleshoot any, oh no, this isn't, my Serato box isn't working with this program, and download this driver. And I've been in that situation before a lot of times. Like I always feel there was a point where I was never connecting to something without having to download a driver or do something, and I'm usually lucky enough that there's someone that's just a bit more experienced and naturally techie around that's in charge of the situation. But when it's me, like, I will definitely say, look, I'm turning up with my controller because I know there's going to be no dramas. It's plug and go. And it does, I treat it like turntables. Like, I remember someone saying to me once, oh, doesn't one, they said, oh, what have you got? And I was like, yeah, I've got Pioneer DDJ SP3 whatever. Yes. And they're like, oh, isn't that the one that has a sync button or something? I was like, probably, but I don't even know where that is. I just like trying to be snobby about it. I was like, I've never used a sync button, seriously. I could probably do something quite fun and creative with it if I had time to work that out. But no, I just basically use it as turntables, you know.
Yeah.
It's turntables without the drama. As I said, if you're not naturally techie and something's going wrong, it's just like, for me, yeah. I'm a big fan of it, to be honest. Like, I'm not out here claiming to be the world's best vinyl DJ, so I've got nothing to prove.
Yeah, and I think it was a natural transition anyway from decks to CDJs and stuff, wasn't it, really? We could only be going that way. And I think, you know, I've always been a bit of a purist, and I was like, oh, if I ever turn up anywhere and they've got CDJs, I wouldn't want to thing. And I was like that for a long time. Like, I was like, why are you using CDJs? They're just like cheating and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But as I've got older, I'm just like, whatever, man. As long as you can get the music out to the people and they can enjoy it, it doesn't matter what format you're you know, how you're doing it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't love CDJs, to be honest, but the controller is really nice because it is just like having, well, it feels a little bit different, obviously, but it's like just having those two vinyls in front of you. And like, I was playing off Serato anyway. I wasn't often playing on just vinyls, you know, because I just love Serato because I play the most obscure tracks sometimes that haven't had a vinyl released. You know what I mean? I want to have any track I want as you know, I can take any MP3, WAV, whatever, and have that as a vinyl.
Exactly.
Serato is the greatest invention of the 20th century or 21st century, whatever it was, like, in my opinion. I don't know.
Oh, mate, they've got the new thing as well that DJ Nicky Blunt showed me, where you can take off different parts of the track, so you can
you can check, like, pinch like just the vocals and just the beats and all that stuff.
Not even that I know about it, but I've never, like, I'm not even that techie. But
so that was I was well. I mean,
I would be if I use it as an excuse. If I didn't have kids and a job, the world would not be ready for what Sammy J would do.
Yeah, I can second that as well. To be fair, you got to get rid of the kids and the family.
You get in trouble for this. I didn't say that, you did.
Yeah, just hopefully my missus is not going to watch this one. Yeah,
let's be fair. She doesn't watch anything.
Exactly. She doesn't like anything I do anyway, so it's no drama there. Oh, sick, man. So obviously, you know, that's your DJ kind of background and stuff, and you know, you've given us a little sort of a history of how you got into it and everything. And so, in terms of, like, obviously, performing in, you know, on the stage and stuff, is there any sort of highlights that you've had, like, of either DJing for somebody that you never dreamt of that you would be DJing for? Is there any kind of standout moments for you where you think, wow, like, you have to take a moment to think, am I actually fucking doing this right now, kind of thing? Do you know what I mean? Like,
is
there anybody or any bodies that springs to mind that you've performed for or performed with?
Absolutely. I mean, like, just things like I've DJ'd for Kashmir. That was sick because that's someone I've listened to, you know, since my teenage years. For Essa, you know, aka Young Gun as well. That was sick. That's just two kind of Genesis Elijah. That's some big names that come to mind that I've been lucky enough to just like, okay, I'm just pressing play and doing some wheel ups or whatever. But you know, that meant the world. Like, wow, I'm actually doing this. You know.
Oh, amazing.
I'm really not going to forget someone, but like, yeah, no, it's an honor to kind of do that, and and just playing alongside, you know, being on the bill with other talented DJs. Like, all the itch DJs are mad talented, you know what I mean? And like, so it's always an honor to be on the bill alongside them. I was at barbecue once and I was on just before 279. That was mad. My set went well though, so that was good. That was definitely, I didn't know in advance that was going to happen, but that was pretty cool. We seemed to be enjoying my set. So.
Oh, wicked.
But yeah, like, As I said, I don't do a massive amount of like playing out. I'm aiming to do more, but it's just balancing it all, because like my show is always going to be important, and just doing that side of it. But yeah, I have been playing out a little bit this year, so hopefully a bit more this year than I have been. And if people want me, they can ask. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
this is a little promo for you, man.
I'm not the I will rock your party, right? Okay, I might not come along and do a jazz T style scratch interlude, but I play good tunes, and my controller never lets me down, so I would turn up with my trusty controller and the vibes will run. So yeah, I can say that for sure with confidence.
So, I mean, you've been doing it for like ages and ages now. Have you released any mixtapes, or is that something that you want to do?
Yeah, do you know what? That's a really interesting question. It is something I actually really wanted to do this year, because I had a kind of big birthday this year, and it was just something I really, really aimed to do. I don't know if it'll actually happen this year because life, but I haven't released a mixtape yet. It is something I really want to do, just to represent kind of what I do on my show. So it's very much in the pipeline. It might be kind of a year behind what I planned it to be, because single-handedly organizing things is not my greatest skill. But if it was just a matter of it's more the kind of, I don't know much about like the distribution side of things, putting it out there digitally, or getting CDs made of it. You worry about how much money you put into it as well. Like, will you make it back? Do I have the finances to do that? That kind of thing. So it's definitely something.
Do you think Itch FM would back you on that, like monetary wise or something?
I think they definitely helped me. I don't know. Don't know how much budget anyone's got these days in underground UK hip hop to be doing things like that. But you never know. It's like they've certainly said they support me on that. So it's definitely in the pipeline, and I think it's more my kind of life getting in the way more than anything else, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, look, enough people in the industry that I'm sure would be able to help you along the way anyway, with all the I suppose the logistics of getting it out and stuff. So
yeah, that's true. And I've said it now. I've said it here on your
exactly. Just go for it.
I've said it out to the universe. I've actually got to stand by my word and do it now.
Mate, just go for it.
Yeah,
honestly,
because there are 3 people who listen to this show and now wanting you to do it.
Exactly.
That's my mum, K-Saul's mum, and whoever you play it to.
Not his missus.
No, definitely not.
Well, yes, I will. I should name the mixtape Your Mum. No, it will definitely happen.
Done deal, mate. That is a done deal. Copyrighted.
Sammy J, the Your Mum mixtape.
Love it.
Oh, that's amazing.
I did have a name in mind, and I'm not going to say it, but yeah, I might change it to that now.
And are you sort of I know obviously you play a lot of UK hip hop and stuff as well. Obviously, I mean, is that your main sort of love, or do you is the US hip hop something you grew up on, or was it mainly the UK stuff that you got into first, or was it a transition from the US to the UK, or was it just at the same time?
Yeah, like the transition thing without going off the US, if you see what I mean. Like, as I said, I got into it in like the mid-90s properly, and that was just hearing stuff on the radio and that, which was obviously the more commercial side of things, if you can imagine what would have been in the charts then. I don't know, just everything at once, really. It was just a bit of I just remember kind of realizing hip hop exists and is a thing. You know what I mean? So kind of Nas, Wu-Tang, Biggie, Tupac, Fugees, all that kind of stuff. And I got into it kind of just before Biggie and Tupac obviously both were killed. So that kind of had quite an impact on me as well. Like, wow, this is real. People talking about real life and that. And it just kind of, it got the most words in as well. Like, I don't get me wrong, I love a song that you can sing, but hip hop is really like, a lot of people that aren't into it probably find it too much with all the words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I just love that. I just consume words, whether it's Shakespeare or hip hop. I will read books I don't let myself read because I get too into a book and just won't do anything else. So that's like a treat for my mum today. But like,
Yeah.
I've just always loved words.
Can you remember what UK artist sort of was your first one that you really got into or sparked your interest?
So I've been into US hip hop for quite a long time and gone kind of deeper into it, more underground and backwards in time as well. Like, you know, some of my favorite albums actually came out a couple of years before I actually got into hip hop. You know what I mean? Or a lot further back actually. But I went backwards. I went deeper into the underground just from like magazines and listening to more underground shows, searching out radio stations, that kind of thing. And I think the first time I discovered UK hip hop, to be honest, was probably in around 2002, that kind of time, which was in a way seems quite late because I'd been into US hip hop for a good while then, and I already knew about like garage. Do you know what I mean? And that was the time garage was kind of becoming grime. So I was the kind of person out there. I was, I'd be the one, rewinding to play the few bars that someone spits on a garage track or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Because I just wanted to hear like UK voices on the track. And I hadn't worked out that the hip hop existed yet. Do you know what I mean? Because I grew up just outside of London. I just didn't have that kind of proximity to it that I think if you'd grown up literally in London, you would have possibly had. Do you know what I mean?
You would have been exposed to it a lot sooner.
Just a little bit on the outside of it. And I think that made a difference to like, I had no, I was just buying like pure garage or whatever and, rewinding it to the bit that had an MC on for 30 seconds or whatever and going, oh, wow, this is a UK voice on the track. Do you know what I mean? And I just remember I used to go to like a record shop in the town where I lived. And I wasn't buying records at that time at all. I wasn't DJing. And this was like, my teenage years. And I was buying like G-Unit mixtapes, it's like bootleg G-Unit mixtapes and stuff like that, and I just picked up a random CD, and I do remember what that was. It was a DJ Whitecoat mixtape. Who is still out there doing his thing. Big up DJ Whitecoat. I'm pretty sure that was the first ever UK, and it was like a mixtape, and I can't remember exactly what was on it. I'm gonna get this wrong now. I've got it somewhere, but my house is as messy as my life, so I don't know where it is, but it definitely exists somewhere in my house. We've got a DJ Whitecoat CD, and it just had a load of UK artists on it. I can't remember, probably I would say Rodney P, Black Twang, Skinny Man, Task Force, that kind of stuff, Younger, like as he was back then, that kind of stuff. And I just heard this, I can't remember exactly the tracks, but I just had this barrage of like, what is this madness? I like this. And then I knew to search out more of it, because before that I'd only heard UK voices kind of doing a few bars on a garage tune. So that was a bit of a revelation. And then I remember Murder coming out, like Clash of Murder. And that was the first track that I really knew about on a contemporary level, if you know what I mean. Like I can remember that being released and being aware of it, and like as a new track and a newer artist and stuff. So that Kalashnikov will always have a place in my heart for that, if you know what I mean, because it was something that I kind of discovered at the time as it was happening. And kind of about the same time grime was happening as well. Wiley, Dizzy Rascal was getting big and everything. So because I'm a big grime fan as well, I will always admit that. Like I get known for the hip hop more, and I get sent so much hip hop, I tend to play hip hop more, but absolutely love grime for sure.
Well, there you go, people. Send your grime stuff over, man. Don't hold back.
Except for grime for sure. I'm just like absolutely. I try and play a little bit at the end of every show at least, but I should do more like grime specials and stuff like that. Easier to mix as well.
Yeah, cool.
I need a grime rave.
I tell you what,
for a grime rave.
Okay, so you've been saying like you're all about the lyricism in music and things like that, because like you said, you've got friends who are just like, oh, I don't really do that. Like everyone's we'll listen to the music because it's a catchy beat and stuff. But like you said, you've always been about the content of the artist. Like I hate lists or whatever, but like who would like say your top? It doesn't have to be like your top 3 lyricists from the UK or anything, but like, are there any, or even just songs by any artist that just make you think, oh God damn, that's that's there. Because I mean, you said Kalashnikov Murder was one of the first tracks that got you into it, which is fucking lyrical greatness right
Mhm.
there in itself, you know.
Yeah. Wow, that's the hardest question to ask me, because there's so much, because that is my thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you picked a subject I didn't like but asked me to name my favorite thing, and that'd almost be easier. Do you know
Okay,
what I mean?
what's your favorite Spice Girls lyric? If we're
Oh,
gonna...
zigga zigga.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's up there. Class.
No, so Spice Girls rock though. Spice Girls are cool.
Right, we're gonna end this
Yeah.
interview.
Yeah, you're speaking to two Steps fans right here, you know.
Girl power, man. I don't know if I can stretch to Steps, because Spice Girls got some strict credibility. I don't know if I can stretch to Steps.
Anyway, we digress.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
I mean, great UK lyricists out there.
I mean, we've mentioned Kalashnikov, but Akala,
Oh yes,
where I could just listen to him for hours. I mean, I don't play
yeah,
enough of him on my show for how much I like him as an artist, because I really focus on playing the new stuff and the unknown stuff, and he has quite a following. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, not as much as he should for his amazing
yeah.
amount of talent, but he has got
I
that kind of
mean,
following.
he kind of transcends MC and comes into teacher level with,
Absolutely.
you know, with how he goes about his stories and like education in every track. You know, it's great.
Yeah,
100%. And just the way he just stacks lyrics up, low key, similar kind of thing with low key. Like, I don't play as much of him as I should for how much I like him, because he's got that following. People, not as much as he deserves, like mainstream wise, obviously, but like people go crazy for him, and he deserves that. Do you know what I mean? He's got the
100%. 100%. He took time out, didn't he? And he came back and he's become an activist and stuff more now, didn't he?
Exactly, but he's still releasing music at points, and I'm always looking out for it. But like, sometimes you just listen to some of their stuff, but also like, I really like people that have just got a whole different thing going on, like Kashmir, for example, is just from another planet or something. Do you know
Literally.
what I mean? And like,
one of my favorite hip hop tunes ever. When he was Kashmir Iguana Man, was Next Level Response.
I love that one.
So good, such a good track.
And he just thinks of things that I just feel like no one else would have thought of. And I just find that really, I mean, some people don't click with that and find it weird or whatever, but I'm just like, that's such an interesting perspective, or such an interesting subject to write about. Just there's so many talented lyricists. Like, I'm the wrong person to, I mean, gotta big up my grumpy uncle as well, Blade.
Big up Blade.
He's coming with the lyrics as well, you know, like really stacking those lyrics, making you think. Obviously, like Chester P, Skinny Man, just so many. We've got so much talent, and that is
we're lucky, really.
As you've obviously been into sort of literature and stuff so much, have you ever thought about picking up the pen yourself? Like, as you listen to so much hip hop, why not?
That's an interesting question. I used to kind of write poetry in that as
there you go.
As a kid. But again, it's one of those things that I had so much respect for the art form. I didn't see myself as a person that could do that. And it was only kind of almost by accident I suddenly realized that maybe I could DJ. Rapping can come later, maybe. No, I mean,
another accident, another lovely accident. Why not?
It doesn't have to be rap.
The scene's already saturated, like, not in a bad way, not like, oh, there's too much rap, but like, you know, I don't want to be taken away from those people that deserve it, you know.
Well, I mean, you could always go, you know, the spoken word route, which is always great, because I mean, I'm trying to think of their name now. The track, I think Europe is Dead. I cannot think of their name. Yeah,
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
Anyway, yeah. Do you know what? Keep going. I need to Google. I need to Google.
That's what we're living in this era for now.
I think it's a time thing as well. Like, I just don't have time to do so many things. Like, I've had people, you haven't asked me this yet, but I've had people ask me if I'm going to produce, because that's a thing a lot of DJs do as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nope, because I've seen the process. I've got so much respect for producers. You say I'm a lyrics go on, I am, but I love the beats. There's nothing beats a beat. Beats a beat. Quoted Sammy J. But no, I've seen the amount of patience and levels that goes into that. I am not a patient person. Like, I just want to throw tracks on and do wheel ups and do mixes and go, yeah, I just managed to make a mix last a whole song when you're not even supposed to do that. Like, I don't think I have the patience for that. And just people, I say, yeah, I would do that if I had time. But I think the first thing I would do if I actually have more time in my life, apart from have like a massive tidy up, is which really needs doing, is probably my scratching, just being more of a talented turntablist. That would be the first thing I'd do before writing bars, writing poetry,
Yeah.
you know, or producing or anything like that.
I'm just putting my hand up because I'd like to speak, because I'm not an idiot anymore. I know who I'm on about. Oh my word. K Tempest.
Tempest.
I almost got the name wrong because I was thinking of a female artist in America called Key Turner. I knew it began with a K and a T, and sorry, I'm an idiot. Yeah. K Tempest they're amazing. They're just next level. Sorry.
Yeah,
anyway, please continue what you were saying.
I wouldn't want to take from other eyes with my amazing talent, so I'll just keep it to myself. Oh dear.
That's the same reason why K-Saulz doesn't do male modeling. He just doesn't want to upset the apple cart,
No,
yeah,
I
not
think
the only reason, mate.
that I have so much kind of like reverence for talented rappers and producers is, and even other DJs sometimes as well, is like, they're doing something that I can't do. I'm like, wow, I can't do that, and I'm like, that's impressing me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
so in a way,
and even some of the lyricists these days, like, that K-Saulz guy's all right. I've heard a few of his tracks, not bad, but like, the levels that like people deserve more recognition. I mean, Sykes, you were on some tracks with Sykes. Have you listened to this guy?
Yeah.
Like,
next level.
So dope.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I was going on about some of the more, time-wise, more established lyricists, but we've got a new golden age going on right now. Like,
I think so. Kakarot as well is another one. Whatever,
but people think nothing good can be made after like 2006 or something rubbish. It's happening now because like they might not be the first person to do it. They might not be the first person to, I don't know, say, obviously someone had to be first, like London Posse making hip hop in a UK accent or whatever, or they're credited with that. Someone like Chester P coming along and just being so different. There's not going to be a person to be necessarily the first person to do it, but that doesn't mean they're not equally talented.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, everybody brings their own, life to the art form. So it's not exactly the same, but it's similar, but they're going to expand, they're going to advance, and it's evolution. It's evolution of the music, the art form, lyricism, and so have you.
Exactly,
Definitely.
man. Yeah, it is an art form that you can always, if you're really into it, which a lot of artists that are sort of doing it for the right reasons are into it, they really focus on trying to elevate their sort of lyricism and trying to try different things and trying to be a little bit different. But obviously, as Dick said as well, everything's probably been done in some aspect, but it doesn't mean you can't still do something that makes other, like, even like I listen sometimes like Sykes or people like the people that you mentioned, and I'm like, fucking hell, like, how did you do that? Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like the depths and do you know what I mean? So it's a beautiful thing to know that there's still people who are elevating it to the point where it still makes you fucking want to elevate yourself. It's just like, mate, it can just keep going and going and going,
Like, I know so many lyricists that I'm just like, wow, it's a privilege to know these mega talented people, and I just want if I can do with my little platform to get their work to be heard and respected and appreciated by even just a handful more people, then that's, you know, that's something, because they've got real talent and they deserve that. You know what I mean? And if I start name dropping, there's so many people I play that are so good, like and you know, and it's just out of this world, like someone like Kakarot as well, like insane lyricist. And you know, there's so many I could mention, and they just need kind of a platform. And obviously there's platforms out there, but we've got to just elevate it. And you know, you're doing that yourselves as well.
Well, I think you know, all three of us, we've got our own shows and stuff. If we're not doing that, we're not doing our jobs correctly, really, because that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be promoting just greatness, you know, whether it be established artists or underground artists who are never going to get the ears on them that they would if it wasn't for us. I'm not saying we're doing anything great or out of, you know, excellent, but it's our fucking jobs to show these people and you know, champion them.
Yeah, and you know what we need? I'm sure you guys will agree with me. We need more from the ladies as well.
100%.
100%. Yeah.
UK hip hop's such a sausage fest, but you know,
I know.
The ladies holding their corner. Yeah, we need to make it a bit more glamorous.
100%, 100%. And we're always asking for female artists to send music in, and we've only had maybe one or two submissions. You know, so. And it's a shame because there's so much dopeness out there. I mean, we try to sprinkle some in our shows and stuff as well, but there's just so much that we're just not aware of, you know. And we're not you're only going to be made aware of it by bringing it to the forefront, you know. So, and it's a shame because there's a lot of dope artists out there that are just not getting heard. And yeah, then that's how we grow, man. Like, there's enough for everybody to be getting out of this what they want, you know.
It's not rivalry, it's not competition.
No, exactly.
Like, exactly. If one person wins, we all win to some extent. But like,
that's it.
I do think a lot of male artists do see it as a competition though, with female MCs for some unknown weird reason. Like they seem to shy away or just not even bother listening. Like, their epitome of female artists was Little Kim and Foxy Brown, and after them, you know, like Lady and Rage, things, and after that, it was like, oh, there's been no other female MCs ever, and then it's like, go listen to fucking Rock or someone like that, and just they'll fucking blow your mind, you know.
Like, and that's on the US side of things, but obviously in the UK, like, we got DK. She's our end of the week champion.
Yeah.
You can pull anything out of a bag and she will freestyle about it. Like, I've never seen anyone do it as good.
We just interviewed her and she done a beautiful little freestyle dissing K-Saulz, which I am so ready for the whole world to listen to. It's fantastic. So good.
No, but we want to hear, I think sometimes with women, and this is kind of speaking from experience as well, life can get in the way more a little bit, like with kind of caring responsibilities. Doesn't even have to be kids, but like sometimes life can get in the way a bit more because responsibilities get put on you. Not saying that men don't take responsibilities, but just like that, I think that can happen sometimes. And like, we just want to see more from them, like release more music, talented artists like Teach, Jazz Kahina,
yeah.
But like, we want more, you know. I want to see you perform more. I want more music. Like, please send me that music. Jaya Had a Dream is another promising one that I've performing live. She's amazing. Her tracks are amazing. She's a slightly younger generation, but yeah, like, we need it more on the hip hop side, because I think on the grime and trappy side of things they're more represented. But I'm into the hip hop. We're nice people. Come on, ladies. You know, if you got skills, do your thing.
Well, I mean, this is something that you yourself could do. You say you want to put a mixtape out there and stuff. What about a female-only mixtape and show and prove with all the fucking talent the UK has? That'd be fucking awesome, especially with a female DJ as well.
Yeah, I mean, that I love that idea, as long as they kind of want to be involved, because I know sometimes people can be like, oh, you don't want to make a thing of being female. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, the top female MC or just MC. Do you know what I mean? And I do understand that to some level.
Oh, don't get me wrong. You will get bad mouth for it just by wanting to do something good for women. People will go, well, why didn't she want to involve men? And it's like, shut the fuck up, dickhead. It's not about that. It's quiet. you know.
No, definitely. Like, I need more mixtapes. 100% need more mixtapes from me, and we need more ladies like doing their thing if they've got the skills, which I know they have out there. Like,
100%.
Don't be afraid to do your thing, and don't let life get in the way. You know, hire that babysitter and get out for that night. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know, just don't be afraid to do something for yourself, because it can't just be out here being a selfish bitch, you know. Other people I need some other ladies to be doing this too.
That's the thing, there's enough shine for everybody out there, and people need to realize that and take advantage. Definitely.
100%, man. 100%. And obviously you listen, as you said, to a lot of hip hop, grime and stuff like that. Do you have any, I mean, do you listen to that all the time, or do you kind of only listen to that when you're doing music sort of thing, or do you have sort of any guilty pleasures in terms of music wise that you listen to that you'd like to share?
Spice Girls.
Yeah, apart from Spice Girls.
I don't really, do you know what? I am really kind of kind of straight-laced and boring like that. I don't have any massively guilty pleasures. I've always just not been into like cheesy music, and I'm not just saying that to be all cool and that. It's quite a affliction sometimes if you're out with like normal people and they all want to dance around to, I don't know, what do people dance to? I don't know, something annoying, and I'm just like, what is this? I can't deal with this. But like, yeah, I've just never massively clicked with kind of commercially charty kind of music, even from young, and that wasn't a conscious decision, because my life would probably be a lot easier if I did. But no, I mean, aside from UK hip hop and grime and stuff, I listen to US hip hop not as much as I used to, just because I've got consumed with the UK side of things. But I am trying to listen to a bit more kind of current underground US hip hop. Big up JD Hip Hop Review, because he's putting me onto some of that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, big up JD. You know, he's obviously helping us out as well.
Groups like Coast Contra, you know, they are absolutely sick.
Next level.
And it's not about having that old school sound. It's not old school, it's true school. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're not sounding old, they're just sounding genuinely fire boom bap hip hop. I listen to a lot of R&B, dancehall, that kind of thing. I don't mind the slow jams. I'm not as tough as I look. But my show seems to gravitate more to just bars, and it's always done that, and I like to represent that, because I just feel like it was underrepresented a bit at the time in radio in general, and hopefully things have got a bit better now, you know, with more people doing that, and I welcome that. Do you know what I mean? Bring it on. Everyone should do a UK hip hop show. It's that brilliant. Do you know what I mean? I don't see it as competition. I'm like, you know, everyone should do a UK hip hop show, and they can all be my friends. That's the
thing. Other UK hip hop shows, as a host of one, you might hear something that you never would have heard, you know, yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And and then I want to like come and like murder you for it and steal it. But no, like all my fellow DJs, they, even if their show isn't solely UK, like they rep for the UK hard, and they're still playing tracks out there. And if they play a track that I haven't heard, I'm like, ooh, that's impressing me, because I'm supposed to be an expert on that thing. But like, you know, it still happens, and I'm still open to discovering things, you know, like.
Are you ever on the blower to any of them? Like, where did you get that tune from?
Yes,
you gotta send me that tune.
Hitchmeister, I'm sorry. Yes. But they do it to me too, to be fair. So,
yeah. That's wicked, though. That's wicked.
You're
not like holding it, like, no, like, my precious. No.
We're cool like that. We're all cool like that, and yeah, it's a really good family vibe. So I cannot big up my itch family enough, like management, the tech side of things, the other DJs. It's this family.
Oh, that's wicked, man. Now, we normally do sometimes, not normally, but sometimes we do this thing on the show where we do like 10.
To me?
No, don't worry, it's nothing dangerous.
Oh.
But we do like different. We do different games. We do different sort of 10 questions things. This week we're not gonna we're gonna hurt your soul with doing the game. We're gonna do this thing called 10 questions basically, but we're only gonna ask you 5 out of the 10.
Okay.
So we're doing a thing called 5 questions.
5 questions.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically this is
10
like a
cut by
little
5.
questions, are they?
It's called 10 cut by 50%. It's not a great name for it, but
It's not actually going to be maths, is it?
no.
Things I can do, but not maths.
what is the root square of 600?
So basically what this is something that we don't usually do on the show itself. It's an addendum that it usually is, well, I say usually, it hasn't gone live yet, but it's just going to be a YouTube exclusive.
Oh,
But we're going to do it here just as a little test and just as a concept thing. So when we finally edit the videos, because I think we got about 9, 10 of them ready to go up live on YouTube, people will know what it's kind of about and stuff. So basically, I've written down 10 questions that is not about music. It's more about the person behind the artist. They're very weird fucking questions, and it's going to make you think. So if you're up for it, without knowing anything, it's just going to be boom. Oh fuck! Why is he asking me this?
I'll
crazy
give
shit?
it a go. I'm intrigued now, so yeah, fire away.
Okay then. If your town or hometown seceded from the country and you had to pick a new national anthem from a local artist, what song would it be and what artist? And I mean, you can expand on that. It can not just local, it can be, say a UK artist in general,
Oh, well, that's easy for me because I am from Crawley, and one of my favorite artists, Amy True, is originally from there as well.
Dope.
So I would definitely pick an Amy True track. No questions about it. A favorite one though. I mean, I'm going to go with a quite current one called "She's Got Brass." Because that's a good one for the ladies out there, you know what I mean? Crawley girls, we got a reputation for having a bit of brass, so about us. So I would take the Crawley anthem to be Amy True, She's Got Brass.
That's so dope. And
awesome.
Shouts to Amy True. We need to interview Amy True as well, K-Saulz, man, because she's fantastic. I met her once when she was doing a gig in Cardiff with Caxton Press, and it was the first time I ever heard any of them, and I was like, holy shit, these guys are fucking next level.
Yes.
It was one of the best gigs I've ever been to, and she is a phenomenal fucking artist as well.
Yeah,
like
I'm always claiming Amy. I'm like, I knew her before she was famous. Yeah, no, Amy.
Did you? Oh, you knew her before she was famous. She was a rapper, was she? Yeah.
Yeah, well, she was rapping, but
she was rapping, but before she, yeah.
But I'm so pleased with how well she's done, and
definitely, man,
wish her all the success in life. I don't see her much these days because she's busy being famous, and you know, I'm happy for that because you go girl, you fucking go girl.
It's always good to see someone from your hometown doing so fucking well. Like it's a beautiful thing to see. Really is.
No, 100%, and just seeing her wanting that before she actually got it, and then going out there and getting it, and it hasn't been an easy road, but yeah, big ups Amy every time.
100%. 100%. Okay, we'll go for question 2. When was the last time you were forced or obligated to do something that you really didn't want to do? Why didn't you want to do it? And why did you end up doing it?
Do you want a really honest answer? Oh gosh.
As honest as you want to give us.
Okay. So last week, the singer Greg Blackman came to my house because I'm going to be his tour DJ. And he came to my house to have a little practice session and meeting and whatever. And I had to properly clean my house. And I hate doing that. And I felt obligated because we were having a guest. And big up everyone that helped me. Yeah.
Oh, you got a team in, did you?
Oh, so it was a full task.
No, just like people that live in the house mainly. But yeah, big up.
Some stranger off the street. You might
avoided it. My oldest daughter was great. My niece helped. My other half helped. You know, so big up everyone that was involved in doing that because they probably did more of it than me, but I was still resentfully doing it. So yeah.
Now I will say,
big up Greg Blackman. My house is still relatively clean and tidy-ish now, and that was like just over a week ago. So.
Like, I will say, Greg Blackman's he's a big artist. He's doing great stuff and things like that, but you didn't have to give him a royal welcome. Surely. I mean,
You
he
didn't see
seems a
how
humble
bad
guy.
You didn't see how messy it was. So it was just a human standard welcome rather than
So that's dope. You're going to be his tour DJ.
yeah,
How long is
I
the
hope
tour?
that's not. I don't think that's top secret information. I think he's put something about it on socials. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's dope.
I'm going to be his tour DJ for this summer, ongoingly for as many events as I can get to for him. Yeah, and obviously that's the more R&B side of things, so that's a little bit different for me. But yeah, like
that's amazing.
So are there a lot of dates? Are there a lot of dates locked in?
I don't know when this goes out, but there's 27.
No, sorry. Police and helicopters outside my window. I don't know if it's picking up on the mic, but
quick,
no,
hide.
Yeah, it's kicking off. Yep, it's kicking off. Happy days. Sorry, please continue. Sorry.
Well, I'm not sure when this goes out, but 27th of June in Bristol, we've got a gig.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
And then after that, I'm not sure of any exact dates, but there's definitely going to be some festivals, put it that way.
And where's he from, actually? Because that is the guy who Alchemy's worked with, isn't it? The singer.
Yeah,
dope singer. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just outside London, like Essex kind of thing.
Yeah.
But, he was even saying this to me. He tours everywhere. Once you're a musician, you're a citizen of the world. So, yeah.
Yeah, and what a fucking fantastic
Don't be limited to book him or me because of where we live. We will travel for music.
Yeah, are you guys booked in Cardiff at all?
Not yet. You want to sort that?
K-Saulz,
yeah.
You run a night. Get it done.
We'd love to get you down, man. Have a chat with him. We probably wouldn't be able to afford him, but we get Farmer G coming down in a couple of weeks. So
well, yeah. And they am I allowed to say that they have an album together yet? I think it's been hinted at on social.
Who's got an album together?
Farmer G's produced an album for Greg Blackman.
Actually, I did. Yeah, I did see some. I'm sure I saw something.
I think he might have mentioned this. I think he might have even mentioned this. Actually, I think he might have mentioned it.
No,
yeah,
I've had a sneak preview. Is absolutely amazing. Greg Blackman's vocals are insane, and they're even more insane when they're in your living room.
Over Farmer beats as well, man.
That's insane.
That's wicked.
That's something really to look forward to.
And is the farmer going to be spitting on it as well? Do you know?
I think not on every track, but I think there may be a verse at least.
Wicked.
I hope I'm not going to get in trouble for revealing this.
That's an exclusive if it is.
Yeah. See, K-Saulz, I knew we'd make good one day and get some like real grit and grime and dirt. We've finally done it. Okay. Let's go for question 3 then. What is your most recent regret or bad decision other than coming on this show?
Wow. Okay. What do I regret? I tend to regret the things I don't do rather than things I do rather than, I wish I'd done that because
missed opportunities and
I'm just trying to think what I regret most recently. I regret most time making decisions I ever make because I make absolutely everything. I'm trying to think. Do you know what? My friend in Itch, DJ Thad Boogie, passed away recently, and I just regret that I hadn't seen him more recently. I just really, really regret that. Like I had seen him, but not like really, really recently. And my other one, I've got 2 actually. My other one is not going to the Coast Country gig.
Oh shit! Yeah,
that was they were in various places, but the London one, maybe even the Brighton one. I genuinely really, really regret that. The reason I didn't was because I'd already DJed at something else myself the day before, and that's a lot of night outs at once, and life politics and whatever. And I wish I'd just taken the hit and gone to it because the footage looked insane. So yeah, that's my main regrets.
I mean, they're doing massive things now, so surely and hopefully they'll come back to the UK at one point because I really need to see them.
I'll come to Cardiff if you make it happen.
K-Saulz, how much money you got? Because I think you may have to remortgage the house for this one, but
me and Greg Blackman can do support.
Definitely.
Yeah, they're insane, man. Watching their freestyles and stuff. It's amazing. So animated and so the way they change their tones and everything. I just love all that stuff, man.
And when we're talking about
the guy
lyricism
that
as well,
half
like
in Spanish and just switches like.
And switching
like
the energy, switching the energy like flawlessly, where it's not like doesn't sound like it's forced. It's just it's lovely to watch, man. As an artist as well.
What I love about the freestyle videos as well is they just put the lyrics up as well, just straight there, so you can just read along and be like, holy shit, like because they're so intricate. You listen 6-7 times and you'll miss something, but when you read it, you're like, oh right, they meant it that way instead of that way, and it's just fucking next level. So
that's
good.
True. That's true. Well, yeah, that's my regret. Sorry, I had to.
Well, your regret. I mean, it could be the same answer for question number 4 then, really. If you could be at any point in time to see a historic moment, where, what, and why, other than Coast Contra, I guess.
I think I would just see an artist that I didn't get a chance to due to them passing, like probably Biggie. Would be really cool to have seen live, but I was a little kid when he died, so that wasn't an opportunity. I've got friends who are a little bit older than me that have actually saw him in London and stuff like that, and I'm like, I'm so jealous, man. So yeah, and someone like DMX as well, who passed more recently. I'm like, damn, I could have seen him and that didn't happen, and I wish I'd made it happen. Or like Sean Price, someone like that who's passed away more recently that I technically could have seen.
One of my favorites.
Could have seen live and never got the chance to, so it's going to be that, yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm totally with you. Like, especially with so many great artists from the US that have come over and then passed away, and I've had opportunities and missed out, and like within 3 months they passed, and I'm like, oh, I've literally missed the last show in the UK, and what a fucking idiot I am for it.
Chino XL, yeah, I was going to mention it actually,
that was just before he passed, and I'm, that's still insane that he's gone, but like I'm grateful that I got to see him in person in a very small up close venue and actually meet him as well, so that meant a lot.
Well, that's got you actually met him as well.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. How was that like?
I just I froze up a bit when he was talking to me, but I was just like, yeah, I was just in fangirl mode. It's so good to meet you and all that, and like got a picture and that, and had a little chat. But yeah, I was just like a rare shy moment for myself. Yeah.
It's always good to hear like a big artist like that, a good story about him that when people have met. Because I've heard a few stories about people meeting big artists and they're just like, oh, please never meet your heroes. Like this guy turned out to be a scumbag, but it's so good to hear Chino XL is a nice person.
Yeah, it's really cool. It was really cool.
Well, fucking great stars. Awesome. Okay, question 5. What's the biggest secret that you've kept that you can finally speak about now this out in the open? And you can change names of the guilty to save them any police time.
Oh wow. That is a mad question. I'm just trying to feel. I'm good at keeping secrets. I'm too busy to be telling people secrets. I'm trying to think of any that I can actually say now. No, do you know what? I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
I know a lot of music.
I
know a lot of music that is happening, collaborations, people as a DJ, people tell me things, and
when you just grassed up Greg Blackman,
rough drafts. I think that's okay to be out there just about, but like people send me rough drafts of things, and I can't say anything until it's official, and I'm good at keeping those secrets. Yeah, people trust me. I'm like, and I get sent like drafts of tracks that I'll mix and master just to listen to, and I'm like, oh, I so want to play this on radio, and I don't. As for secrets, let's just say, do you know what? It's going to sound like a weird one, but the guilty party is myself. And sounds like a weird one, but being pregnant, especially for the first time, like I didn't tell a lot. I literally told the smallest amount of close people, like very smallest amount of close people, especially the first time, because I just couldn't quite get my head around it. Like I didn't believe it was real. Certainly didn't announce it on social media and stuff like that, like people do these days. It was a bit more like that the second time round, but it was a big secret, and it wasn't because I've done anything bad or was ashamed or anything. It was just I could not get my head around it. I couldn't go up to someone and say I'm going to have a baby because I just didn't believe it was true. It was I don't know. I mean, I know you might have kids, but as a woman that actually grows one, it is the weirdest thing to get your head around. And I was still like it a little bit the second time round, but a bit better. But the first time round, I did not. I think people were worried about me because I just didn't believe it was going to happen. I mean, I wasn't like out drinking or anything. Do you know what I mean? I was partying, but not drinking. And then you didn't get a bump for a while, and I was just like, well, eventually when I got one, I was probably over halfway through and I had to tell people, but like I was just a bit just didn't quite believe it was going to happen. It's just the weirdest thing to go through as a person. So I kept that a secret for a long time from a lot of people. And obviously I'm at liberty to say that now because the issue in question is nearly 16 years old. But I suppose that's a big. I know I've kept a lot of secrets for a lot of people, but I'm still not quite sure what liberty I am to divulge them.
No, that's
I'm the person to call if you want the body buried. I keep the secret. I'm the person to call. I help you out. All my friends know that, man. My friends know that because it's like I've probably done worse. So I'm the one they call.
So you're saying your child's almost 16 years old now, and you didn't put it on social media or anything. So this was before all the gender reveal bullshit as well and all that.
And do you know what? Even my youngest, who's 9, like that just missed the gender reveal party thing. Like I don't know. I don't think I would have done it. But then again, if it's kind of literally, I did do the kind of announcing it. I think didn't have Instagram at the time, but a bit of Facebook and that. I think I did announce kind of a bit after like the 3-month scan, that was the second one. But I think that was because that's what everyone did. And I was more active on social media by then, so that's just what everyone did. And that probably helped me a bit to get my head around it, actually doing that. Whereas the first time I was just like, I can't announce this is not real.
Oh mate, I remember when I told my mum about having kicked my boy, my eldest, and basically what me and my missus done with each person that we were telling, like we told her mum, we filmed it. We got one of us to film it, or somebody that was there with us to film it. Secretly, sort of to see their reaction. And my mum, like, she couldn't believe it. I even showed her the fucking baby photo, and she thought I'd fucking doctored it and it was fake. I showed her the fucking.
Going to be mad, I think.
She just could not believe that I would be allowed to fucking, procreate.
Well, to touch a woman. I can believe that.
But I will keep your secrets, and I'm probably still keeping a few.
Secrets safe with Sammy.
Yeah, anyone out there, like you said, where the bodies are buried, and you'll keep the spades away from the fucking gravesite.
I've got to keep their secrets. They've got dirt on me from way back when I was a teenager. I've got to keep their secrets.
So those secrets, you won't be telling any of those on this radio show tonight, then.
No.
All right. Well, those are the five questions, but I mean, we've still got a lot of time left on this thing. Do you want to go through the other 5, or
if you want to? Do they get worse?
I mean, define worse, really. I mean, K-Saulz, we got time?
Yeah, we got time, man.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, if you're willing to do it, question 6. The next 2 are nice, easy ones. Okay. And I got a feeling I know the answer to this already. What's the thing that you've bought that was the best value for money?
Serato box.
Yep, that is exactly what I was thinking. It was either that or the decks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the very cheap belt drives. Yeah.
So
Serato box. Yeah, worth its weight in gold to have any track as a MP3 or just my actual controller, I guess, because that wasn't too expensive. I'm not opposed to buying things secondhand, and it just doesn't let me down. It doesn't involve a lot of setup, doesn't have a lot of, any tech dramas, and it doesn't.
So you bought that second hand. Do you buy a lot of your music equipment second hand, or is there certain things you'll have to buy?
Donations welcome,
Yeah.
No, because I asked this question to someone else, and he was like, "Oh, in the last year I spent about $4,000 on my studio," and I'm like, "Oh, that's just insane." And then he was also like, "Yeah, but this was secondhand, and it's the greatest thing ever." Like his new MPC, like I think it's beneficial to get secondhand stuff if it's the first time you're getting it, to not like waste your money and just get accustomed to it before you.
I like secondhand clothes as well. Like, I mean, if I have new clothes, it tends to be like a t-shirt supporting, like a artist or someone designing t-shirts or whatever that I've either paid for to support them, or they've very kindly gifted me. Gifts are welcome, or t-shirts. But yeah, like a lot of my clothes are secondhand, because you get more, especially trainers as well. Like you get more interesting stuff than what's the latest thing in the shop right now. I like having something that's like a little bit different sometimes. So
yeah, definitely.
And I tell myself it's good for the environment, so then it justifies buying things.
Well, yeah, I mean, it definitely is. I mean, where'd you go for like clothes? Like, is that a charity shop thing, or would you go on Vinted or
sometimes,
other
or
internet?
eBay or Vintage? Yeah, eBay's good. I'm a bit old school. I've got to get into the Vintage properly. My daughter's into it big time, a bit too much, which is why I don't buy brand new music equipment. But no, like I'd say eBay or sometimes charity shop. Got time to look around. But yeah, like. Mainly if something's new, it's actually from a low underground brand.
Yeah, that's good. Is there any like you saying like t-shirt makers or from groups and artists that are selling merch? Is there any one you want to shout out? Like what's the best piece of merch or anything you've got from someone?
Right now, I've just put it down my back. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm wearing a Dead Earth t-shirt from Weaponized Records.
Dope.
Kashmir Limsky, Dangerous Creatures. I'm wearing, it's got Weaponized Records on it. I'm wearing that right now.
Wicked.
Nice.
But also got to big up AJ the Slayer with his Hard Noise t-shirts and his Babylon t-shirts. But yeah, big up everyone that's ever sent me a t-shirt, because I've got some sick t-shirts and I really appreciate it. Always can't go wrong with a music t-shirt, can you? So
especially when they're free.
Anyone that's ever sent, especially when they're free. Donations of t-shirts welcome. I will model the shit out of your t-shirt if you send me a free t-shirt.
We will put Sammy J's address for the t-shirt.
We'll put the PO box up, definitely.
Oh my god.
Okay, then question 7. On the flip side of that, what's the thing you've bought that was the worst value for money?
Ooh, a really, really gross takeaway.
Yeah. I've had one of those recently as well.
Yes,
like when you spend money on a takeaway and you're like really looking forward to it, maybe you've had a little drink or whatever, or hungover, and you spend money on a takeaway and then it is disgusting and it turns up cold and it's manky. Like I had an awful pizza a few weeks ago and I'm still angry about it. Like paid good money for that, over the odds money for that. And I used to work in a pizza restaurant. I know good pizza.
It's not hard to make a fucking pizza. It's not hard to make a pizza, for fuck's sake.
I hate the thing is that they've literally got one job to do, which is
I think the dough was like old or something. It was all like stale or was not nice. And this was like a known pizza brand. I'd say, I weren't impressed.
No way.
I've got a thing. If people fuck with my food, like I've been known to be miserable for days over it. Like I get into my own. I get fucking angry as fuck. Like today, McDonald's didn't give me a straw with my milkshake.
Scandalous.
So
scandalous. Or when they forget the dips, especially if you paid for dips.
Oh yeah, 10 pence a fucking dip. Am I made of money, you fucking class? No, I'm not. Give me my fucking dips. It pisses me off. So like I didn't drink the milkshake today. I just poured it down the sink.
You boycotted it.
I spited myself out of my own anger over not getting a fucking straw.
You should have like snorted it or something.
Well, I would have, but I didn't have a fucking straw to snort that shit with.
Just stick your face in it.
No, I'm definitely with you with that though. Like how can you fuck up food? Like if you're
When
if your
someone's
whole
paying a
business is
lot of
food,
money for it, takeaways aren't cheap these days.
yeah,
No,
and
especially
especially delivery
pizzas.
fee, yeah.
Especially pizzas, man. Pizzas are. You go down to the shop, like you go down to your local supermarket, you will sometimes get a better pizza than you'd pay 20 quid for, like for like
Dude,
£4, £5. You
Asda's
know what I mean?
create your own pizzas are the best pizzas in the fucking world. They're amazing. They're next level. Fuck
Yeah.
Domino's, fuck Pizza Hut. Spend like £6, go to Asda's. Much better.
Yeah, I always feel a bit
exactly.
ripped off now buying pizza. I actually bought a fish and chips the other day, and it was me and my missus were so disappointed in it. Like we bought it out with the kids and stuff. We bought it, and it was like the chips were like cold, and it was a really small portion. And me and my missus thought usually when we get a fish and chips, we can share like a one big cod and chips, like one box of it. They gave us the box, yeah. The box is massive. And we were like, fucking yes, mate, this is going to be banging. We opened it up. The chips were cold. There was fucking hardly any chips.
And a goldfish.
The fish, the fucking batter was falling off it. It looked like somebody just literally got the box, threw it like across the room. You know? Mother mate caught it and then they just gave it to us. Like it's just, we were so pissed off, and we spent like 30 quid for like that, and my daughter and my son to share chips and sausage. I had a sausage each, and yeah, we were just so fucked off. I was pissed off for 2 days afterwards. Honestly, I kept thinking back, like, why did we go there? And there was a better fish and chip shop down the road. It was only 2 minutes away. Yeah, sends you on a mad one, doesn't it?
It
We
really does,
paid
man.
over the odds money for it because they're expensive. Yes, 100%. Like if it's good, I don't mind paying that. But like if it's bad, I'm like, wow, yeah, not happy.
100%. 100%. Okay. Here's a question. You're asking if they're weird or deep or something like that.
Oh God.
Then this is one to flip it on the head. What's your most recurring dream or nightmare?
Ooh. Do you know what? It's really bad. I've got two. Working
Tidying
in a
up your house
restaurant,
for Greg.
No, I don't think about that. I have two, which one is working in a really, really busy restaurant, which is what I used to do, and having to like run the whole place by myself, and it's insanely busy. And it's like on 2 floors and stuff, which it wasn't even like that, but like, you know, it's just this dream. I've just got like hundreds of customers to serve. And then my other one is being completely unprepared for my radio show. Like literally just going and there's dead air and I have a brain block of which track to play and stuff like that, and I haven't prepared anything and having to go on air. I get that as well. So yeah.
Has that ever actually happened to you doing the show?
I've had the odd moment where it's felt like ages of dead air because I haven't had a track prepared because something silly's gone wrong tech wise or myself wise or something. So yeah, it does absolutely does happen, but not to that level. Not like I've just been thrown on air and I have nothing prepared or I don't know where my equipment is or something weird. Like but I do have nightmares about that. Yeah.
Oh, that's not fun. Doing stuff on radio and things going wrong. I went for a cigarette once when I was working for Radio Cardiff, and I didn't realize the track that I pressed play on didn't press play, and it was just dead air for like 10 minutes while I was out there just chatting to everyone, and come back I was like, oh yeah, cool. So yeah, as you know, I'm doing this with K-Saulz now, so I'm no longer at Radio Cardiff. Unsurprisingly, it's
we've lasted
strange,
this
man.
long, to be fair.
Moved up in the world.
Yeah. Well, I'd done that for like 5 years, and it was the fucking worst thing I've ever done in music. It was fucking horrible. This is much easier to do and much more relaxed and stuff because anything goes wrong, it's K-Saul's show. I'm just his second in command, so everything's on this dude. It's not a problem for me anymore. So
yeah, responsibility's all on me, man. Like,
all right. What are we on now? Question 9. We're almost done. Okay, one thing in your life, from the past or present, that's your biggest comfort. So when the chips are down, like your whole life just feels too much. Everything's on top of you. It could be like a teddy from your childhood. It could just be coming home, seeing your kids and having a hug off them, or anything. Just something that just makes you feel just completely relaxed and effervescent.
Just like people, I suppose, that I can rely on, like my parents actually are really, really supportive. So I've got to pick them up, because I think they didn't fully get what I did earlier on in life, and I think they understand me a lot more now, and they just support me regardless. So
That's cool.
yeah, I've got to big them up for that. Like, they will always, I've realized now, they will always have my back. Whatever shit that I get up to, they will always have my back. And I want to be the same for my kids. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So do your parents like listen to your show, or do they go out and see you when you're performing?
Nothing quite like that, because I don't think it would be their kind of scene. But I think they have listened in on occasions. Yeah, but like, no, they I feel like they get it a lot more now, whereas before I think they were
You
kind
want to
of
be a
expecting me to
DJ?
take.
Did you hear that? She wants to be a
Yeah,
DJ. What's she going
I
on
think
about? You got no money
I
in
think they
DJing.
hoped I would take a more conventional route in life, maybe, but they've known me my whole life. They probably should have known that wouldn't have happened. So I know,
So,
but I'm glad they've got my back now, and they're just always there for me regardless.
when you first started, was it a bit different with them? Were they just like, well, like K-Saulz just said, like, what the fuck, DJ? What future have you got in that?
Not, they've never been like negative exactly, but I think they just didn't quite understand.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, it wasn't exactly of disapproving or not wanting that, it was just probably worrying about me and not understanding that me being me, I couldn't have done anything else.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
And I suppose to that era as well, DJing might have been a different thing, maybe, like in terms of what it has evolved to, from sort of,
What, from stop being paedophiles to actually just making good music?
Well, it's obviously changed a lot. Obviously, people think of DJs being different things, don't they? Turntablist, I would say, is like a little bit different to DJ, and I think you would be, you would call yourself a DJ and a turntablist if you were obviously doing all the scratching and cutting and all that sort of. That's what I think anyway. I think DJ is more the hyping the crowd, playing the music, all that sort of stuff, whereas the turntablism is another level off that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but definitely, like,
Do they appreciate sort of the what it entails, kind of thing, or they're a little bit
just
like
the kind of, they see how passionate I am about something, and they always support me, and they know I'm just trying my best to do life when when I mess it up sometimes. So yeah, I know they've always got my back.
That's cool. That's cool. Okay.
And certain friends as well, like, who you are out there, like, yeah.
That's the thing as well. Like, I find there's still a lack of support in the UK hip hop scene, like within your social group, like your friends who don't do the music, they like don't kind of understand what you do. They're like, oh, cool. Like, my friend's a DJ, my friend's a rap, my friend's this, but they don't support you the way the people that you've met in the scene support you.
But yeah,
it's a strange one, isn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely. But I think it's just a matter of getting the effort you put in and the passion you feel for what you do. If you don't have that, then you're never going to quite be able to identify with that, I guess.
Yeah.
100%. Okay, question 10. Last question. Okay, what is a piece of advice that you've been given that you see as sacrosanct?
So just like a really, really,
just the best piece of advice something you pass on to your kids, or
just to be yourself and go for your dreams, because it's exhausting to be anything else, and it's not going to make you happy.
Authenticity, man. It's a very, very important thing.
And I definitely tell my kids that don't pretend to be anything you're not to impress anyone at school and stuff like that. It's not going to be worth it. And don't spend your life doing something that makes you miserable. It's not going to be worth it.
Yeah, like open and honesty is definitely the best thing. Not just for other people you're talking to or being around, for yourself as well.
100%, man.
self-importance by doing that, you know?
And it'll only
How I see it.
translate into your relationships as well. If you're authentic, then you will be authentic towards other people, and they'll appreciate that, and then you'll draw more of that sort of thing to yourself as well, because the energy that you're letting out, you know.
Yeah, and then
I think
some people don't like it actually, but then they can get off.
that's not on the same vibe, man. Do you know what I mean? And it's
Well,
a difficult.
that's the thing that sorry, go on.
I was going to say it's a difficult thing. Authenticity. You think, oh yeah, just being yourself, but some people just, you know, we're kind of taught from quite a young age almost to like, you know, all the things that kids are now stuff exposed to. It's almost promoting not to be yourself, but to be something else. Be this, you know, look like this, and do you know what I mean? So it makes authenticity a much harder task when you've got all this.
Especially in hip hop, I find as well. Hip hop's always had a bravado, you know. I mean, if you go back to the Sugar Hill Gang, you know, when he's talking about his limos and his big TV, like none of them had that, you know. It's just, and I think younger generations have to be the big man or the big woman, and you know, it's weird.
And that's what frustrates me about the music scene, that like in the mainstream they're still putting music out there that's kind of doing that, and it's like, really, after all these years still, like that's what we're doing, really, still. And I just want to kind of be that antithesis to that, and just let people be real. You want to write a track about how broke you are, guess what, people are gonna identify with that. And you write it with some
pretty much everyone
entertaining lyrics, then you know, didn't bring that on.
I which is sad because I think people are more attracted to the fake aspect of life, whether it be music wise or how you see people displayed in magazines or on Instagram or Photoshop and stuff. People gravitate to that more than honesty and originality and the truth side of things, which to me, like, it makes no sense to me. Like, why if you know something's a lie, why are you purposely falling for it and bringing that into your atmosphere as a thing to look up to? Like, to me, it makes no sense.
Exactly, and I just want to represent for the music that is just speaking realness, because we need that.
100%, with all the sort of AI and everything coming into it, you know, that's that's a big fear for some of us artists, man. You know, I mean, where are we going to be in like 10, 15 years? Hopefully we'll still be around.
I'll tell you a story about AI though. UK hip hop will defeat it when AI takes over, and I'll tell you why. AI cannot comprehend UK hip hop. I remember Nova Flip, right? He put something on like Facebook, on socials, whatever, where he asked AI about himself, kind of thing, you know, asked it a question and it came back telling him he was Flip Tricks. So UK hip hop will defeat it when the AI takes over, because we're so underground that the AI can't understand us, and we will be the ones that save the world from the AI robots.
That I really hope
can envision
you're
that.
Right
we are
with
the
that,
saviors.
We're
I'll go with that.
Yeah, definitely. Amazing. That was the 10 questions. Thank you, DJ. But
I survived.
There's a bonus question if you're up for it. Like,
I've survived all the others.
all the gifts and prizes you've won throughout those 10 questions, they're yours. You can keep. But now you can double your money.
Gifts and prizes?
Yeah. K-Saulz, you've got a PO box. Send over the stuff.
No worries.
But there's question 11 where you can. There's always cake. Okay, right. This isn't the question, but I'm going to ask you now. You mentioned cake. Best cake for me is carrot cake, because it's just fucking awesome.
Ooh, I'm gonna go. Maybe chocolate eclair.
Unfortunately, you're wrong. I already told you the correct answer, which was carrot cake. So we're gonna move on to the bonus question. Sorry, Sammy. Okay, question number 11, the bonus question, and this is the weirdest fucking question out of them all, because you would never have thought about this in your life, and I'm sorry to make you think about it now. What fictional character do you relate to the most? Yes, it's a fucking stupid question, I know.
Oh no, that's cool. Like I don't know the answer off the top of my head. I'm drastically racking my brains. Well, I mean, as far as fictional, does it have to be like a cartoon character or just
Can
any
be
fictional
anything,
character?
yeah.
Anything. It could be.
Well, I
It could be
remember
from
when
a
I got
book.
into uni, my brother said that I would be a cross between Legally Blonde and How High. I just remember that quote from my brother at the time. So I don't know if those characters count.
So Reese Witherspoon or Red on Meth.
Yeah. And I'm named after a cartoon character, Samantha the Witch from Bewitched.
Oh, I remember it.
Yeah.
My mum liked that cartoon, so maybe I could relate to her because I'm a witch.
They've done like a series as well, didn't they? Like a film,
They did do a film
Bewitched.
with.
Well, the cartoon was kind of before my time because it's like what my mum.
No, it wasn't a cartoon.
They've done a
live
series
action
as well. Yeah.
There was a cartoon as well. I'm sure.
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
Did they do a cartoon as well?
There was cartoon.
I remember the intro
was
was cartoon.
Older than the series. I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think that's what I'm named after. I don't know. Maybe She-Ra. Because she was a hero from my childhood. I watched that, and she just kicked ass in a male-dominated environment while looking good. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be She-Ra.
In a world of He-Man, always be She-Ra. 100%. 100%. That was a fucking fantastic cartoon. Yeah, well, that is it. Those are my absolutely insanely weird fucking questions. Thanks for playing along and placating my absolute insanity. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and you survived it.
Thank you for having me.
You're here to tell the tale.
All these amazing, people that you've been interviewing. Like, thank you for wanting to get little old me on the show, and I appreciate it. And keep doing what you're doing. And
no, it had to be done.
Doing it with a different vibe, it's sick, it's fun.
Yeah, well, we've never really taken anything serious in our lives, to be fair. So we kind of bring that energy to the show as well.
Yeah, it's been great having you, and obviously we look forward to hearing a mix of yours as well. Hopefully, we're going to be playing on the show. Yes. So we'll play that.
I'll get something for you.
Yeah, we're going to play it at the end of this interview. So once this finishes, we'll go straight into the mix.
It's a mix of my favourite Spice Girls tracks.
Yeah,
awesome.
S Club
7.
Yeah,
Sound Clash, Spice Girls versus Steps.
It's what the people have needed for years. That's what. H versus Mel B. Let's go.
Oh, Mel B would kick his ass to the other.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure, Sammy J. And have you got anything else you want to say before we wrap it up this evening? Anything you want to tell people about, or any things you've got coming up, gigs, shows, anything like that?
Just big up, like, everyone doing their thing and just still fighting for the scene when there's sometimes very little reward in it. Like, just keep going. You've got a talent and it deserves to be out there, and just keep doing it. And big up my family for putting up with me doing this, and everyone that's just there for me and supports me. You know who you are, special people.
There you have it.
Amazing.
Big up
yourselves for being such fun interviewers and supporting the scene with your thing as well. So
thank you very much. Thank
you. Appreciate
that.
We'll speak to you soon. Take care.
Definitely.
All the best.
See you soon. Hopefully, let's do a gig. I'll come to Cardiff. Yes, up.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. K-Saulz, sort that out ASAP, my brother.
We will do something. I'm sure.
Sammy J terrorizes Cardiff. Let's do it.
Yes, that'd be sick. Right.